Welcome back, artists. Today we are going to warp our loom. So you all have been given a loom. It has a number, it's in a box. It comes with a wooden frame, and there are 2 tools for it. If you are missing a tool, make sure you let your teacher know so they can be sure to have one for you next time. And then you're gonna need a spool of warp string, a pair of scissors, and 2 pieces of tape. To begin, you wanna make sure that you are working on the back of the loom. So this side of the loom has the teeth on it. That makes it the front of the loom. So I'm gonna flip it over. And you might wanna check and see if it says start here, any of the ends, because sometimes if there are teeth missing, it is easier to just start on one side because we don't use the teeth on each row. You're gonna flip it over to the back, teeth are down. And then you're gonna take the end of your string and you're going to tape it on one of the sides. It doesn't matter which side you tape it to, but you're gonna just take a piece of tape, tape it along the edge, and wrap the tape around so it stays. And then you're gonna take your spool and you're gonna wrap it around the tooth. You're gonna go all the way around and then come back to the front. Okay, we want it to be looped around just so that it keeps it nice and tight. Once it's looped around, then you're gonna set your spool of warp string on the floor because then it will just sort of pull off nicely as you work. And once it's on the floor, you're going to start taking your string and you're gonna go down to the opposite tooth. You're going to put your finger on the string to help you turn it around, and then you go right back up. Oops, it might pop off if you're not careful. You also wanna make sure that you're keeping it kind of tight. So I'm holding my thumb, turning this around, sliding this through, and I can go up to the top, do the same thing. And I'm just gonna do this all the way across. Now that I have my warp strings all the way across, I'm going to pull the string a little bit longer, maybe like a bit like your hand spanned out width, and I'm gonna cut it. Now, once I cut it, I'm gonna take it around, just like I did in the beginning. I'm gonna take it through, gonna grab the string, wrap it around the tooth, and then I'm going to pull it to the back. So I'm flipping it over, and then I'm gonna take my other piece of tape and I'm going to tape the other end down. So now I have my warp string complete. See how this is a little bit saggy? I'm gonna pull this back so it's nice and tight. You wanna have it nice and snug so that it doesn't loosen up on you and make those warp strings sort of saggy. Now the last thing you wanna check before you start to weave is you wanna look at the ends. Okay, see how the teeth, you might have some strings that are closer to the top, so you wanna make sure that you push all of these all the way down to the bottom. If they're really close to the top, then they're more likely to pop off while you are working. See, this one here is pretty close to the top. I wanna make sure that one is pushed down. And then I am all set. Voila, you are ready to start your weaving.